Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another topic related to Cobol, where we will see how we can utilize the users clause with comp. Okay. Prior to this session, we have already discussed the users clause, like what is users clause, how we can use it with display, right? Now in this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will talk how we can use users clause with uh, users clause with the comp statement. Okay, so to explain this thing, what we will do, we will proceed in the same manner. Firstly, I'll walk you through the code. Here I have created one sample code already here, which is TSCBP 86. So firstly, I'll show you the structure, the basic structure which I have noted down here. Then I will write the code. We will write the code from scratch to understand the concept of comp along with users clause. Okay, but before we start the discussion, uh, I recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because these all sessions are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Okay, because as I mentioned, each and every sessions are connected with each other. Okay, so I think now we are good to start with the session where we will talk about the users clause, which we can use in order, which we can use with comp. So let's see how we'll use it. So here, if I take option 2 on this program to take this program in edit mode, it will take me to this screen where you can see I have just noted down the basic structure for a COBOL program, where I just mentioned the identification division block. Now, some of you might not have watched the previous sessions, so just for them, I'm going to simply brief the few things regarding the comment as well as identification division block. So identification division block is mainly used to store the program identity related information. So for example, here you can see we have two information stored here, which is program ID and program ID and author, where program ID is mentioned as TSCBPG86, which is denoting the program name, and author is denoting the author name, which is Sharmit. Okay, so these are the two information which I have stored for now. But if in your case, if there are any other information which is again related to program identity, then you can store that information under this identification division block. Okay, fine. Now after this, what we have this comment lines. So to initiate these comment line, what we can do, we can place the cursor on the very first position, and from there we can count. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So on 7th position, when we place asterisk, that means from here we can write the comment. So it doesn't matter if you write next character as a asterisk or what. If it is on 7th position, after that whatever you will write, not matter like if you are using asterisk or any character or you are leaving it blank, it will be considered as a comment only. So here I'm using this these three lines as a comment just to show the topic name in a box like structure. So you can see users clause comp, which is a comp. Okay, fine. Now we have declared these three comment line, which is just to show the topic name. And at the line number 9 we have mentioned the stop run, which is to terminate the program. Okay, so whenever the compiler reaches to this particular line, it will terminate the program flow. But when in between this, we will write the logic which will explain the use of users with comp. So to explain any program, we need some variables. So let's declare the variable, and to declare the variable we need data division. So let me write it here, data division. And under this data division we will declare the working storage section, but before that let me add some blank line here. So I will write here I of 20, which is inserting the blank line under this data division. So let's put some character to store it. All right. All right. Okay. So we have added the blank line. Now it's time to add working storage section. Now what is working storage section? So whenever you want to declare the variable that you want to access throughout the program or use throughout the program, that all variable will be declared under this working storage section. Okay, so just below to this I'll write here working hyphen storage space section. Okay, So this section is mainly used to declare the variables, all the variable that you want to use in your program. But for me, I need only one variable for this demo because I just want to show you the output of one program. So let's declare one variable. So to declare the variable, you need to mention here level number. So I'm specifying the level number as 0, 1, denoting higher data hierarchy. Then a space, and after space we will write here the variable name which we want to use, for example age, then space PIC denoting picture clause, 9 of 2 where 9 is denoting numeric and 2 is denoting the length of the variable. Okay, so with this line we can say that we are going to declare the variable age which can hold up to 2 numeric digit, and the level number of this variable is 0, 1. Okay, now after this we are going to utilize the user clause. So to write users clause, you can simply write here users, then space, and then comp, because we are going to use the user clause with comp. Now what is the full form of comp? Why we use comp? So comp is mainly denoting the computation, and it is used to instruct that variable that we have to store the data in only in binary format, not in the human readable format. Okay, so if I have specified it as comp, that means it will store the information only as a uh, it will store information only in the form of binary numbers. And obviously if you are using binary, if we are talking about binary, it should be the data type should be of numeric only. Okay, because we are using comp means it will convert the data and store the data in binary format, so it will be stored in the 0, 1 age. Okay, fine. So we are ready with this variable. Now it's time to use procedure division to write the data, and this is straightforward, right? What we are doing, we are just simply declaring one variable with the name age which can hold 2-digit numeric value, and we are using users comp with it to store the information under in the form of binary data. And why do we use it? Just to make the program faster. So if you are using it if you are storing the data in memory in a binary format, then next time whenever you want this data, it will be fetched and processed faster as compared to the normal human readable form. And if you are not specifying users clause, then it means by default it is display, which we discussed in last session, right? How to use use users with display, and this time we are talking about users with comp. All right, so let's write the procedure division. So here I'll write procedure division, which is a section where we declare the main logic, where we write the main logic. So under this procedure division we will write another thing, which is we are going to initialize some value to it. Okay, so move then 21 to age. Like prior to this we were using the uh, value clauses to store the information, to initialize the information, but this time I want to show these things separately. That's why I'm not using it here. Otherwise you can use it if you want, but to initialize the value, to assign the value, I'm using this move 21 to age. Okay, now below to this we are going to use display command. So I'll write here display age, and we are ready with it. Okay, so what it will do, it will display the age, but it will not show anything in a binary. Okay, make it very clear. I'm removing the unnecessary line. Why it will not show in binary? Because we are storing it in binary form in a memory, not it will be represented here on the screen. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, so I'll just compile it and show you the output. So right now output is coming as 21. Why? Because we are just storing the data in the form of binary into the memory, not so that doesn't mean that it will show on an output screen. On output screen it will came as it is, because to print it on output screen we have fetched the converted value. Firstly binary value would be there, then it prints the value. Okay, so yeah, this is how we can utilize the uh, users clause. Maybe some of you are not utilizing this type of thing in your project, but yes, still it is very important, because sometime you might be asked to write the code which can store the data into a particular format like human readable format or maybe the binary format. So in that situation, what we can do, we can utilize the this users clause along with display if you want to store the data in human readable form, and with comp if you want to store the data in computational or you can say binary form. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.